Alright everyone, back playing Alan Wake. This is part 4 of the Let's Play, and this is right after we beat Stucky. So, let's get down to it. Before I go on, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Summers there, I already got that though. This game was a piece of shit, and the game itself is a piece of shit. It was being a piece of shit. Because when I first started this, I had to fight Stucky again, and I actually ended up dying 2 or 3 times. I didn't want to have to record that. It's a good thing I didn't, because it looked pretty bad. But it's okay, because it wasn't a real long battle. You again.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Alright. Right now I'm just trying to get to that gas station. Probably all kinds of good shit there, like
After the insanity I had just
phones
experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas
Cheerios,
station felt comforting,
no, Cheerios,
at least for
like
a moment. The sane
Frosted
world
Flakes, Lucky
reasserted itself.
Charms, Rice Krispies, stuff like that. The haunting in the gas station's dumpsters. Bumped into that one, but that one moved. It's like a Stephen King novel. In the recent years, anyway. Don't get me wrong, I love Stephen King. Surprisingly
The
uninhabited.
Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
So we're like in the future? Coffee. Alright. Oh, I was supposed to focus back there. Damn it. Was I supposed to focus on this physics-defying tire? I'm touching the ground. Oh, I already saw that. Yeah. Obey gravity, bitch. I have to, so you do too. If there's anything that happens, like if I collect all 100 of them.
I had to
It's
get
like,
inside the
does
gas
Alan-
station to find a phone to call for help.
We'll get to it.
The
Like,
garage
does
was a
Alan-
mess.
if I collect
It looked like someone had trashed the place, or
all
that there'd been
100,
some kind of
does
fight.
Alan like have a caffeine-induced heart attack? Seriously, everything's moving. Why? TV.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
That's probably possible. Nordic walking, huh? Incontestably proven health benefits. How does that sound familiar? Gas station? Phone. Oh my. Gas stations where I live anyway. What's this? Tooth Charlie. Games and activities, raffle tickets, competition. Sounds like a rip-roaring time. I'm sure I would probably not be interested. More coffee. Time to get down to it. I'm here to find a phone. The phone I have found. Just so you don't even have to pick it up.
Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake. But listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen,
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
I killed the bastard. Tried to kill me though. Caught me with some shadowy axe. Coming some kind of spectral shit. Ectoplasmic fecal matter. It's gone. Well, absolutely nothing happened.
Previously
Oh.
on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Do I get to meet Liam Neeson?
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've
Ah.
ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll
Coffee.
warm you up.
Hey, handsome. This is
Speaking
gonna
of
be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
I never did figure out what you do. I mean, I was never curious, but judging by this, I'm guessing you're either a photographer or maybe a graphic designer or something like that. Since... Oh, I got a new TV. So it's gonna go there. I don't know though. I have no sense of interior design, so... Coffee maker for Germany. Ah, found you.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
It's not making anything. It's just sitting there empty. Tour. Can I open your fridge? No, nothing. Oh well, I don't really care. Not like I could have eaten anything there. The door's locked in your own house. You couldn't even go in there. Yeah, phone.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
What? Alright. Use my mock-ups. How's the mock-up? This one's not there, so I'm gonna desk in here. Fuck. My desk in the living room? Did I... Alright. So... Here. No. Typewriter. Calendar. Yes. No. No.
These look really good.
Oh, sure,
No, I
until
don't
Barry
think so.
gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The
Sorry to
It's
cut you off.
true
but-
what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss. that killed me.
Last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here.
Right, she doesn't
I'm
like
on
the
it,
dark.
honey.
Please hurry.
I gotta get to it. I gotta check out
This was a late
Page 2.
goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
That's not good. There's just one manuscript. Right. Yes.
I really don't like this, Alan. Please hurry.
Okay,
I'm right here,
calm down.
baby.
I'm fine. I'm
Hi.
fine. Just get the lights back on now, please.
Okay, what if it's a storm, you know? Maybe we
Honey,
can do
it's a
anything about it.
power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's
It's in the
stupid,
mood, Alan.
but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Just not entirely sure on how the clicker thing works. Of course, I have a bad connotation with clicker thanks to The Last of Us.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
No, you know what the closest thing to heaven is? Heaven. That feeling right after, like, when you really have to piss or something, and like, you just finally get to it. It's great. Probably wasn't really appropriate for this. I'm sorry, I'll probably edit that out.
Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
You're still really creepy. Talk to you later. Right here. Cat. Oh, I can't examine the missing cat. They're part of a
Come
family
in,
too.
Mr.
They're
Wake. Your
important.
phone's on the desk. The battery was dead.
No.
It's charged now.
I'm not done exploring. Over here too.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Okay.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Coffee. More.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today.
Oh, my manuscript.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Over. Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over. Okay, roger that,
Oh,
guy.
they're just talking about meaningless stuff.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Yeah. I'm good.
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
I'm back. Yeah.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody
drunk.
tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
But you're drunk now.
And I told him, oh yeah, well, I don't hear you. Where on your feet?
Nope, manuscript page.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power. The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Okay. And I see another manuscript page. I see coffee. Alright. Okay, back to the radio.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Alright. Over here. Jesus, he shattered that thing with just... Holy shit. I mean, that is mine.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
It's like foretelling what's going to happen.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry? Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Alright, well, I think I'm going to end part 4 here, because I think I'm approaching, I'm probably a little bit over 20 minutes actually, but I don't want to end up like last time going on for like 35 minutes. So, if you like the video, remember to leave a like, comment below, and subscribe. Every subscription helps. And I will see you next time.